If you're an athlete and this spot hurts under your kneecap, then this video is just for you. Listen, I don't want to scare you or waste your time, but this is very important, and the reason why I'm recording this video on this is because there's so few information on the internet about these three phases of patellar tendonitis, so it's actually for your own good to watch this. Clearly, this type of knee pain is called patellar tendonitis, and the meaning of it is that the tendon that connects your kneecap to your shin bone is basically inflamed. If you don't know what tendons are basically like muscles, but it's a bit different because tendons' purpose is to transmit the force done by your muscles to the bones, basically. So these are connective tissues that can connect your muscles to your bones, that's it. And the reason why they're inflamed is because you overloaded them by hopping back to the same amount and volume of training sessions that you did before your break, or you've just started training and you started with a big and hard exercise, and that's it. But I've made a video about this, so please watch it first, because after watching that it's gonna help you understand what I'm talking about in this video much more. Okay? And the interesting fact about this whole inflammation, what you have in your tendons, is that it actually works just as tolerance based as like alcohol or nicotine or cold showers or stress toleration in general in your life. And basically what happened is, I'm gonna try to explain it in the easiest way possible here, okay? So let's say your tendons before your break, they were about 85% tolerance out of 100, okay? And you took a break, it was, for example, a 1 or 2 week break. You didn't do any training during the break because you might have been having a vacation or something, and then you hop back to the same amount and volume of training sessions, just what I said before, because of your ego. And through this 1 or 2 week break, your tendon stress tolerance went from 85% to, let's say, 60%, okay? And the thing you did is that you tried to hop back to the same trainings with this 60% tendon tolerance, and now you overloaded the tendons, and that's why they got inflamed, and that's where the pain basically set in. And the thing is, this tendonitis can be broken down to 3 different phases, and not just this, but literally every single tendonitis in your body. So if literally any type of tendon is inflamed in your body, it's the same thing with them as well. And the thing that determines which exact phase you're in right now is time. First, that how long you've been experiencing the symptoms, and also how much it returned for you. So for example, the pain set in for 3 days and you rested it for a couple of days, you didn't train, and then you hop back, then you had the pain again. That's 2 times. And you know, the symptoms are, we all know what they are, like nagging pain after workouts, or basically just after having your legs half bent for 10 or 15 minutes. So the first phase is the reactive phase, and the easiest way to know whether you're in this phase or not is that if the pain has just set in, or maybe a couple of days ago, then you're definitely in this reactive phase. And the good news about this is that this is the least critical phase, so it's actually the easiest to cure. Basically, to cure this is to get the pain under control and have some modifications in your trainings, and basically that's it, okay? By the way, I've made a video about this where I talk this through in more depth, so just click here and watch it. The next one is the disrepair phase.
So you're surely in this disrepair phase if you've been experiencing these symptoms from 1 to 6 months.
And most likely you can get rid of your knee pain forever if you're doing the exact same stretches and exercises which I'm talking through on this channel. And I've also made a video about this phase, so you can click here and watch it. By the way, in some scenarios you don't even have to completely stop training, you just have to focus on the right stuff and go through this whole tendon healing process when I'm explaining on this channel. So yeah, it's good news for you. But the last phase, which is not as positive as the first two, is the degenerative phase. And now, if you're in this phase, then I have some bad news for you, because it's not likely, I'm not saying it's likely, it's like 3 or 4% likely that it leads to this point, but at the very end of the degenerative phase, it can lead to surgically removing the degenerative tendon, parts of the degenerative tendon from your body, which is not the thing you want to reach in your life. But most of the times, this degenerative phase is considered to be irreversible by the current consensus of doctors.
And you're probably in the degenerative phase if you've been experiencing these symptoms from 6 months to even years.
But I don't want to scare you. I've also been in this phase in my life. I actually succeeded getting out of it and healing my tendons completely, so you actually don't have to worry. But I'm saying this is not a phase where basically a group of stretches or exercises you can do at home will be enough, but it's surely curable as well. So click here to watch my video I made on this phase. I'm glad I could help you identify the phase of your knee pain. If you want to get more in-depth help with not just patellar tendonitis, but literally any type of knee pain, or if you'd like to access the same protocol I went through, done by my former physiotherapist to cure my knee pain, then just click the link in the description. Until the next video, keep your knees out of trouble and treat them like royalty.